Hi, Nine. I'm going to talk you through the GCSE PE course and tell you what to expect and how to prepare for starting this course in September. So a general overview then, we use the AQA exam board. So anything I don't tell you in this PowerPoint, you'll be able to go on the AQA website and find that information out. You'll be the fourth year group to study this particular specification. So we're very familiar with it now and have been achieving some really good results. It's 70% theory, which is exams at the end of year 11, some written coursework as well, and then practical assessment of 3 sports. It is a very rigorous course. There's lots of scientific content, so there will be some overlap with science, but just be prepared that there is a lot of content and some of it is quite challenging. So as I said, you'll have 2 exams at the end of year 11, so right at the end of the course. So the content in GCSE PE is quite varied. There's a lot to do with health and fitness, a lot of biology-based content to do with different body systems, which lots of students find interesting, but also sometimes challenging as well. Sports psychology is an interesting one that lots of people really enjoy studying. So finding out about elements of how personality can affect how sports people behave. Commercialism of sport, so how sponsorship and the media have affected sport. And also technological advances in sport, which is a really interesting topic as well. So your practical assessment in GCSE PE will be in 3 sports, 1 individual, 1 team and 1 other. So there's an example of how you might do that. And you'll be scored on your skills as well as the full context of that sport, whether that be a match of some sort, football, hockey, or a competition, maybe athletics, dance, gymnastics. So these are the team activities that you can choose from currently. There may be some slight changes for the coming year. They tend to make 1 or 2 changes every couple of years or so. And these are the current individual activities that you can choose from. So you choose 1 individual, 1 team, and then 1 either team or individual. So your lessons will mainly be classroom based. You will have 1 practical lesson per fortnight, where we usually focus on a few sports over the 2 years that lots of people in the class might be being assessed in. So we can practice drills that will help you score highly in your assessment. So to succeed in GCSE PE then, ideally we like you to be participating at club level in at least 1 sport. Now most people who do GCSE PE generally do that anyway, but not many people compete at club level in 3 sports. So we do say that you need to be willing to attend some school clubs to possibly boost your skill level in other sports where necessary, and that might be doing badminton club once a week at lunchtime. So get fully involved in activities. That includes your fortnightly practical lesson, that's really important. Having an interest in some of the topics. And I'd say the most important is being willing to work hard. There is a huge amount of content and it requires a lot of revision and learning of content to really succeed, as well as then practicing exam questions later down the line. So what can you do over the next few months? You could look at some of the theory content. So that might be locations of different muscles, names of bones, parts of the heart, the anatomy of it. You could do that by possibly having a look at getting yourself a book online. Just make sure it's relevant to the AQA GCSE PE course. You can have a look at those lists of sports and just check that there are 3 that you possibly would be able to do, and think about how you might boost your skills in 1 or 2 of them if you're not already doing those activities. And to keep fit and active, and try and practice your sports that you enjoy as regularly as possible. Obviously that is difficult for some of you in the current situation, but try and do your best. So why take GCSE PE? Hopefully you've thought about it a lot before deciding your options. So you might have thought of these things already, but it is a very interesting course. You'll study a range of different topics. We've had some really good results over the past few years, and if you're interested in your science, as I said, there is a bit of overlap, so that would help you as well. And it can lead on to lots of interesting further education courses, possibly A-level or BTEC National, and then those can lead on further to possibly studying at college or university. So hopefully I've covered most of the information that you were wanting to know. If not, you can pop either myself or Mr. Rees an email, or have a look on the AQA website. Just make sure you're looking at the newest specifications starting 2016, and you should be able to find everything you need to know on there. Thanks.